Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sangeen Hassan, and my first question is: what is Pakistan current debit situation, external and domestic? As of late 2024, Pakistan's total public debt reached approximately 74 trillion, comprising around 47.5 trillion in domestic debt and $131 billion in external debt. The debt to GDP ratio stands at about 65.7%. The country faces significant debt servicing challenges, relying on rollovers from key leaders like China, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE to manage short-term obligations. The second question is: who are Pakistan's biggest creditors? Pakistan's biggest creditors are China, World Bank, Asia Development Bank, IMF, Saudi Arabia. My third question is: what is external debt and internal debt? External debt is borrowed from foreign leaders in foreign currency. Internal debt is borrowed from domestic sources in local currency. Question number 4 is: how much debt does each Pakistani owe on average? As of early 2025, Pakistan's total public debt is approximately 75.3 trillion.
Muhammad Almas. Debt isn't always bad for a country if used to invest in things like infrastructure or during crisis. It can boost growth, but too much debt or poor spending can lead to inflation, high interest costs, or even a crisis. Pakistan debt has grown due to low tax collection, high government spending in borrowing to cover budget and trade deficit, frequent political instability, currency depreciation, and taking new loans to repay and old ones have made things worse. Successive governments in Pakistan have worsened the debt crisis through overspending, poor tax policies, and term borrowing. Instead of investing in long-term growth, many borrow to fund subsidies, pay salaries, or win political support. They often delay reforms, increase reliance on foreign loans, and fail to boost export or tax revenue. Military spending takes up a large share of Pakistan budget, often at the expense of development, education, and healthcare. While national security is important, high defense costs reduce fund or economic growth and force the government to borrow more to cover the needs. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shazad Yassin, and my questions are: how does corruption impact the debt situation? Corruption wastes public money when funds are stolen or misused. The government need to borrow more to cover basic needs, increasing debt. My second question is: how did COVID-19 affect Pakistan's borrowing? During COVID-19, the economy slowed down and incomes dropped. To manage health needs and support people, the government borrowed more money, raising the debt. My third question is: how does heavy duty impact the common citizen? More debt means higher taxes and rising prices. The government cuts spending, so people face expensive food, fuel, and fewer services. Fourth question is: how does debt affect education, healthcare, and infrastructures? Debt repayments leaves less money for school, hospitals, and roads. This weakens education, poor healthcare, and delayed development.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sardar Khan, and my 13th question is: what's the impact of debt on Pakistan's sovereignty and foreign policy? When Pakistan borrows money, it sometimes has to follow the demand of other countries or organizations. This can reduce its ability to make independent decisions, especially in foreign policy. And my 14th question is: how is inflation connected to national debt? When a country borrows too much, it may print more money to repay it. This can lead to inflation, where prices go up and people's money loses value. And my 15th question is: how is Pakistan currently repaying its debt? Pakistan is paying back at its debt by using tax money, taking new loans to pay old ones, and sometimes cutting government's spending. And my 16th question is: what's the IMF role and what's the condition does it impose? The IMF gives loan to help countries like Pakistan during financial problems, but in return it asks them to make changes.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Shoaib. My first question: are there successful example of other countries overcoming similar debt issue? Yes, countries like Greece and Argentina face big debt problem, but fix them by cutting spending, getting helps with loans, and improving their economies. Question number 2: what can the average citizen do to push for better debt management? People can vote for honest leader, ask for clear government spending, pay taxes, and support fair rules. Question number 3: what reforms could help reduce Pakistan debt in long term. Pakistan can improve by collecting more tax, spending money wisely, fix their energy system, and selling more product to other countries. Question number 4. As their hope, what does the future look like for Pakistan economy? Yes, there is hope if good changes are made and the country stays stable, the economy and grow